Fox 10 Phoenix Sports Night is one of the longest-running shows of its kind in the Valley. For nearly 25 years, the show has blended sports news, highlights, and analysis to become a local broadcast staple. It is very much a team effort that sends Sports Night and other Fox 10 broadcasting to local television sets, from the behind-the-scenes crew to the anchors we see on television every day and night. Jude LaCava is one such anchor. LaCava joined Fox in 1993 and has since become a revered sports reporter in the Valley. Northeast Valley News recently paid a visit to Fox 10's downtown studio, where Editor-in-Chief Jeremy Beren sat down with LaCava to discuss life, sports, and a team that makes Sports Night and other Fox 10 programming a slam dunk.
Coming to town in '89, I came in from Toledo, Ohio, and I thought Toledo had a more vibrant downtown than Phoenix. And quite frankly, the landscape of Phoenix was one facility, the Veterans Memorial Coliseum. So if you can visualize that old school arena, and now 25, 26 years later, it's Chase Field, it's Talking Stick Arena, it's Glendale, it's ASU's revamped stadium. It's this landscape that is absolute. I don't think we'll ever see a 25-year period with this explosive growth.
LaCava talked about the evolution of technology in journalism.
I broke in with typewriters, and now it's this.
Yep.
You know, it's iPhones. It's 24/7. It's non-stop news and information. You know, they used to. Here's what I kind of funny is that in the 1980s, they used to say they had a term called information overload. Well, I would say today it's information overload times like 100 or to the nth degree, because it's constant. And this has changed everything today. This is where your young demographic is insisting on doing it differently, wanting it for free, wanting it on their iPhone, and that's the challenge of today's media.
LaCava also spoke on the future of news for young journalists.
We're in a whole brave new world of what's out there, and it's going to be up to your generation to define it, because there's so many different ways to get news and information now, and the standards are all over the map. So where does credibility and knowledge come from? It used to be the newspaper and 3 stations, you know, NBC, ABC, CBS. Now it's 100 podcasts, it's 1 million websites, it's all kinds of tweets. That's a good thing. I'm not against it. I'm just saying, what do you believe in? What's the most legit? What's the most credible? That is what's really going to be the test of journalism in the next 25 years.
While there is on-air talent such as Mark Martinez, Linda Williams, and Chrissy Seifkin, it's the hard work behind the camera that makes Fox 10 broadcasts come to life, with the help from people such as sports producer Mark Malorich.
First of all, we talked to Jude and we decided what stories we're going to do for the day. We put a lineup in, just kind of a rundown of what stories we're going to do, and then we come in here to it used to be an Avid, now we have Adobe Premiere, and we edit what we need for the show. It's a communication industry, so it's critical that we all, you know, are on the same page, and we work together long enough where it's almost like we're like a family. Jude trusts us enough to know what the big stories are for the day, so we can kind of get a jump on it before he gets in. Like, say, you know, there was a trade or something like that. Well, we can come in, we can find the video of the player, we can edit all that stuff, and then when he comes in, we can say, here's what we've got. How do you want to present it? But we've got it all ready to go. And then we just kind of go from there.
Another person working behind the scenes is newscast director Martin Chavez, who talked about why he chose journalism as a career.
I think ever since I was 13, I've always wanted to tell a story. I've always had, you know, whether a sound clip, a video clip, audio, anything, you know, any format, there's a story to be told, and I figured I'd like to present it. I like the speed. It's so fast-paced, and the challenge. Like I'm pretty attached to news. I'm already in it, but you know, people hear it, and I like to be the person who grabs, you know, stories that are out there and telling them, you know, everyone's got a story to tell. I like to find a way to present it, move it forward.
These guys this is, as you see this operation, this is such a big operation that you have to have a team that works together, and we've been lucky enough, this team's been together a long time to really create consistently good reporting, and that's been the team that's over here that's been great.
I'm Nicholas Tirella, and for more news like this, stay with anyvalleynews.org.